Update 14, which includes the British forces, will be released on May 25th. This update's a pretty significant one, featuring 2 new maps, the introduction of the British forces, new weapons and vehicles, new free and paid DLC items, the first of the new video tutorials, non-verbal communication tools, and bug fixes, including some of the bugs that were introduced in the last update. The previous dev brief unveiled the first new map as HLL Main, which will provide players with a unique environment featuring open landscapes and height variation, something you don't find in many maps in Hell Let Loose. And now the second map has been revealed as Driel Holland. Driel, based on the events of Operation Market Garden, provides a thrilling combat experience where players must employ tactical strategies to seize territory and navigate through the small villages and farmland. Similar to Remagen, Driel features a large bridge at the center of the map. However, unlike Remagen, players will actually be able to wade through the river if they choose, but in doing so, they'll risk becoming a slow-moving and easy target. Here's a look at the tactical maps for both El Alamein and Driel, showing the possible strong points of each. Now let's take a closer look at some of the British weapons that players will get to use later this month, starting with the Lanchester MK1 submachine gun. The Lanchester MK1 is a well-crafted and durable machine gun manufactured to provide British troops with a reliable weapon after the events of Dunkirk highlighted the value of submachine guns. Next up is the Sten gun. The Sten gun was a cheaper alternative to the Lanchester and the preferred allied Tommy gun. It allowed more soldiers to have a submachine gun on the battlefield. I'm secretly hoping this is like the British version of the grease gun that just moseys its way on up to the enemy's head. Next up is the Bren MK2, which was previously confirmed. The Bren MK2 is a light machine gun that offers a slower firing rate that allows for greater control and effective cooling between bursts. For the rifle, we're getting the Lee Enfield Pattern 1914. The P14 was a bolt-action rifle that was used extensively during World War I and was further modified to support soldiers during World War II. It was often used by snipers due to its accuracy. You can bet your bippy you're going to see SoulSniper on the battlefield sporting one of those babies. Next up is the Lewis gun. Designed in the US and mass-produced in the UK, the Lewis gun featured a top-mounted pan magazine and an aluminum barrel shroud that provided effective cooling. Next up is the PIAT. The Projector Infantry Anti-Tank, or PIAT, was developed in response to the need for more effective portable anti-tank weapon in 1942. It offered greater penetration power, giggity, and was capable of launching projectiles over a more effective range than its anti-tank predecessors. Next up is the Rifle No. 4 MK1. This classic service rifle was designed with infantry in mind, offering a lighter and more robust design than the standard rifle. And if that's not the most generic and unexciting description ever, I don't know what is. Next we have the Webley MK6. The shortage of handguns during World War II meant that several older weapons were reintroduced, including the Webley MK6, which was issued to soldiers in the British military. And finally, the Fairbairn Skies knife. The double-edged fighting knife resembled a dagger and was issued to the British Army units during World War II. Alright, now let's take a peek at some of the vehicles and armor we can expect to see on May 25th. First up is the heavy tank, the Sherman 76 Firefly. The Sherman Firefly, equipped with a powerful 17-pounder anti-tank gun, was one of the most widely used vehicles by the British forces and notorious for its tank-destroying capability. The medium tank is the Cromwell. Featuring a Rolls-Royce Meteor engine, the Cromwell offered a powerful medium tank with reliability and speed. For the light tank, it's the Tetrarch. Designed primarily for support fire, this British light tank boasted a quick-firing 2-pounder gun manufactured by the Vickers Armstrong Company. The recon vehicle is the Daimler. Providing to be an important tool on the battlefield, the Daimler recon vehicle was fast, mobile, and lightly armored. And additionally, the Bedford transport truck has been confirmed. I know you guys have been clamoring for a motherfucking Bedford transport truck. Next up, let's check out a couple of the British character models. Players will see their soldiers dressed in the British battle dress, which was mainly worn in temperate climates and introduced before World War II. The British battle dress was specifically designed to meet the needs of mechanized infantry and consisted of a short wool jacket buttoned to the outside of high-waisted wool serge trousers. Check out this dashing Great Britain commander sporting the rubberized Macintosh raincoat. And finally, Team 17 is asking for our feedback on which existing map to refresh later this year. Depending on the chosen map, the updates may go beyond general optimization and include a new lighting pass, review and improvement of cover and buildings, and maybe even a revisit of the various capture points. The possible maps to choose from include Purple Heart Lane, St. Miraglise, Carentan, St. Marie du Mont, Omaha Beach, and Utah Beach. Head over to the Reddit post in the video description description to cast your vote and discuss your ideas. Purple Heart Lane is currently leading the poll by a good margin, so it's looking like that's going to be our first map to get a refresh. With plenty of new and exciting content coming this month, it's an exciting time to be a Hell Let Loose player. Alright guys, that's all I got for you right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date on what's going on with Hell Let Loose. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the battlefield. Cheerio!